Hey YouTube friends, how are you guys doing? I hope everybody's well. Back today with a video that I've been mentioning a couple times that I wanted to do, how I quick pickle some vegetables. Years ago, I watched the Netflix documentary Salt, Fat, Acid, Heat. And if you haven't watched it, you should definitely go back and watch. But as I've been, eating this way, I did sort of start to reflect back on what vegetables are really good with all this fatty meat that I eat. And it made me think about that. So if you haven't watched it, go check it out. You just get that really great tangy hit that balances out the salty, fatty meat that you're eating too. So it's a great combination. Your taste buds are gonna love it. So let's get going and I'll show you the easy, simple, quick pickle recipe. So you just need a few ingredients to do this. I am using some mini cucumbers that I got in my Harris Teeter. I am using an organic red onion, and then I've got some red wine vinegar, and then I've got some apple cider vinegar with the mother. And I've got two because I'm going to do the red wine with this one and use more of the apple cider vinegar with the cucumbers. Now, obviously there's more vegetables you could do this with, like any of them. Cauliflower could be good, but it just depends on what vegetables you like and what vegetables you eat. But these are a couple that I like and eat. And they also just go really nicely with almost any meat that you're gonna be eating. So let's get going. So I've got my onion rings all sliced up. I had a little bit of extra left. And then the next thing I like to do is I do like to cut the little ends off of these cucumbers. And so I'll pop those off first, but I try to cut these at an angle just to give yourself a little bit more surface area. So maybe a little bit like that. Look at these little oblong pieces. I don't know, I just like that shape. You can do whatever you want. You could do long strips. So I'm just gonna keep going and cut the rest of these. Okay, now that all the veggies are cut up, I've got two containers. One is just a large ball jar. And then I've just got a Tupperware. I'm gonna do some of the onions separately in the Tupperware. And then I'm gonna do some cucumbers in here. So for these, I'm gonna add all my rings, onion rings in there. And this will keep for, a long time in the fridge, just sitting in this vinegar. Now, just depends on how fast you're gonna eat all this, but again, it'll keep for quite a while. So I'm pretty much filled this up. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my red wine vinegar, just pretty much so it gets covered. It's almost covered. Okay. Perfect. Now I'm gonna put the top on that and just set it in the fridge. Usually I try to let them sit for a couple days before I start eating them, just to let them really soak in. So let's go ahead with our cucumbers. Again, I'm just gonna try to separate them a little bit. Plop them all in there. Put in a few little rings of the onion too in here. The other thing is it gives the cucumbers a little bit of a different flavor, the onion flavor. So, okay, I think that's about it. And just that's just pretty. It's just nice to see that in your fridge and it's fresh. I'm gonna put a little bit of the red wine in here just kind of eyeballing it or whatever. And then I'm gonna give this a good shake because it's got the mother before I pour it. Okay, so these are going to be probably, you know, ready to try in a couple days, and I'll just see how they taste, and I will share it with you then. So here you go, salt, fat, acid, heat, all in one meal. Such a great balance, and it was just delicious.